Okay. Welcome in, gang. It is time. There's 3 fights left of Erratic Weather, and I have cooked. I am very happy with this. This fights should all be pretty good. So, without further ado, let's just jump into it. So, here we go. First up, we have Xayah, which is a sun fight. Eagles. So let's grab the team for that. So we need Beedrill. Okay, come back down there. We need. I think we're already in the team. We need Kabutops. We need Archeops and Chandelure. We need Salazzle, who's already there, and we need Torterra. Yeah, this fight was pretty demon. I was very close to having to use a sack in this fight, but I have figured it out. Okay, so we need some leveling up. So Beedrill needs to be 91. Torterra needs to be 90. And then Kabutops needs to come all the way up to 89. Perfect. Okay. So that's perfect. Now we can give out some items. So need Beedrillite here for Mega Beedrill. We need then some berries. Need Citrus Berry for Archeops, for Kabuto, and for Torterra. Then I need not an Ayapapa, but one of these. So I'll go an Aglov Berry for Salazzle. And then Chandelure needs Choice Scarf. I'm not sure which scanner item I have at the moment, so we'll see. I already have the Choice Scarf. Perfect. Perfect. And then we need a little bit of pre-damage. We need Archeops to be at 210 HP. Perfect. And then in that case we are ready for the battle. So yes, this fight's pretty demonic. The big thing that I was having issue with was the Charizard. It's, solar power in the sun. It does an insane amount of damage, and I couldn't find a way to get through it without a sack. So I was actually going to be. I have a route at the moment which is guaranteed Relicanth, which I'm not taking because I'm saving in case I need it for a Roma. But I was gonna take that Relicanth encounter, use it as a pivot, and then sack it. But I cooked. I found the lion, so no need to do that. Said we can just win the fight. Okay, gotta make sure I dodge this optional here. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. I think this is it here. Okay. Let me double check the team. So I've got Mega Beedrill here. I've got Choice Scarf Shandy. I've got Archeops at 210 with Citrus. I've got Kabutops at level 89 with Citrus. Salazzle with an Agua Berry. Perfect. Torterra is level 90 with Citrus. Cool. Okay. Here we go. Okay, perfect. So this Kamala is opening. It's got a Chocolberry, so it's a little bit hard to one-shot. I had a couple of things that could one-shot it, but the problem with that was that it was weird baiting. So we're actually not going to be one-shotting it here. Beedrill here is baiting only a return. So we are going to Mega Evolve and U-turn out. This won't kill it unless it crits. If it crits, that's fine, but it shouldn't kill it. So we U-turn. Good, okay, no crit, so it lives, so this is going to be a return. We send out Chandelure. Chandelure will take nothing. Perfect. This is now exactly an Earthquake. So on exactly Earthquake, we can switch into Archeops. Perfect, Archeops takes nothing. And now Archeops' U-turn will kill. So if Beedrill's U-turn had crit killed at the start, it would have been perfectly fine. We would sort of skip that pivot and go on straight here. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to send out Kabutops. Part of the reason why this Charizard was so tough was because pretty much everything useful in the fight was baiting a Flamethrower. So switching into a Flamethrower to then bait a Solar Beam, which is what I needed to kill it, always got very awkward. But that's where I tweaked that opening a little bit and meant I could kill with a U-turn and have Kabutops out straight away. So this will bait in Charizard for Solar Beam. So therefore, I don't have to take a Flamethrower as well. So this is going to be a Solar Beam. We are going to switch into Salazzle. Salazzle takes the Solar Beam. Takes not too much. And I think the fact that that didn't crit there also means we have dodged Fiction. There was Fiction that if Salazzle got crit 8 times in this fight, we would have lost Salazzle, but that hasn't happened. So now we're going to click Encore as it has to now Solar Beam again. So again, we don't take too much from this. And important to note, while this is happening, Charizard is taking ticks of damage from Solar Power. So now this is a Solar Beam again. We are going to switch into Beedrill, who also 4 times resists this Solar Beam. Perfect. So now, after it has now taken 3 ticks of Solar Power damage, Poison Jab from Mega Beedrill now fast kills Charizard. Perfect. So we're faster than everything, so it's just going to be the first slow kill, which is going to be Silvally, going for a kill with either multi-attack or Flamethrower. Either of those are fine. We are going to swap back into Kabutops, who can take them both. So it's a flamethrower, that's perfectly fine. Lovely. Burn doesn't matter. Perfect. Kabutops now baits, after either of those moves, it baits exactly a kill with the Grass Pledge. So on another grass type move, you guessed it, we are going to go back into Salazzle. And we are going to take basically nothing. So once again, we will Encore. Again, we take basically nothing. This Silvally, it's a ghost type Silvally. It has explosion and it can do crazy damage with like its multi-attack and obviously flamethrower and sun. But we're not going to give it a chance to do anything. So here we're just going to stay in and we're going to click Toxic. Perfect. More, that's fine. So now we want to delay a little bit because we don't actually want to kill this with Salazzle. So we're just going to, Encore's still up, so we're just going to waste this turn here by clicking Toxic again. So our berry triggers here, perfect. We get a bunch of HP back, perfect. So it'll take another tick here, and Encore will end. Now we're going to Encore again. So it's now taken 3/16 of its HP. This turn it will take another 3 and we'll go up to 6/16 taking total. Now again, we're just going to waste a turn here. We're going to click Toxic again. So it's now got one more turn of Encore and it has now taken 10/16. And now we are going to swap into Beedrill on this last turn of Encore. So again, it's a 4 times resisted move. Beedrill takes it. Perfect. And now it'll go down to, now it's taken 15/16 of its HP down, so it's almost dead, but that means we can kill it with a U-turn. Which is perfect. Which means we are going to send out Archeops. Perfect. So Archeops here with our pre-damage is baiting in Primarina. Yeah, so we are baiting in Primarina here. And this is always going to be Moonblast. So on the resisted Moonblast, we're going to go back into Beedrill. We never die to this. I think there was also technically some fiction on Beedrill. I think if all 3 moves that had switched into were max roll crits, I think we technically died, but that's so incredibly unlikely. We just kill this with a Poison Jab. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now we are going to base in Gliscor. This is Flying Gem, Swords Dance, Earthquake, Acrobatics, Roost. It sees a kill with either of its moves, that's fine. We are going to U-turn to get a bit of chip damage. It's going to do about a quarter, roughly, just less than. and we are going to go back into Archeops. Archeops is not going to kill this. Archeops is here just so it uses its flying gem. So if that had clicked Earthquake, with that U-turn chip, Archeops does enough damage to two-shot it, so it could never have clicked Sword Stance. Perfect. Great. So now that it's used its flying gem, and obviously it can't click Earthquake because we're a flying type, we can switch into Chandelure. Chandelure always lives non-flying gem acrobatics. Perfect. Then with our Choice Scarf, we are faster and Overheat just kills. Wonderful. And finally, it is just the Gastrodon left. Gastrodon on random move, we are just going to switch into Torterra. This has Weather Ball, which is obviously super effective, but Weather Ball never kills. It goes for Earth Power anyway, that's fine. We always live that. And even though this has Rindo Berry, Wood Hammer just kills. And the Citrus Berry meant that even if it had gone for Weather Ball, we still always had enough HP that we would survive the recoil. And that is Triathlete Xayah down. Honestly, that was one of the best cooks I've ever done, I reckon. That was I was very, very happy with that. Yeah, that was really nice, and much better than taking an encounter from a Roma route and sacking it. So, very happy with that. But that does now mean it is time for the demon that is Reli and Ian. They are the next battle we have to do. So, here we go. Let's grab the team. So, we need Torkoal. We need Aggron. We need Xayah. We do need Archeops. We need Chandelure as well. And we need Conqueror. Okay, perfect. So, this was quite a demon to cook, but we've got it done. So let's start with some levels. So Torkoal needs to come up to level 89. And then before we go in, we actually need to edge Torkoal a little bit because we want it to level up during the fight, which just helps with a little bit of fiction. Xayah also needs to come up to 91. And actually that's it. Conqueror at 90 is fine. This was actually the second line I cooked for this fight. I originally cooked a different line that was opening with Conqueror, and was actually really cool. It was really clean, except for one thing. Because my Conqueror is basically minimum defense, it was showing a kill after only one burn tick. And unfortunately, because leftovers go before burn at the end of the turn, I thought I could stop it with just having my burned Conqueror holding leftovers, but unfortunately it didn't quite work. So that hasn't worked, unfortunately, but what can you do? Then the other thing we actually need to do is We need to evolve. Oh, sorry, not give one to hold. We need to evolve Xayah into Xayah. Use. We are going to get ourselves a scissor here. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Before we go do anything else, we are going to go and edge Torkoal. Where do I want to go for that is the question. What's a good route? Lots of like grass types or something, I guess. How about I'll go up here. Okay, I'll just mute it up, put on speed up so that we can get through this nice and quickly. I want to check. So I want this to be about 5,000 XP away from evolving. Oh. Out of PP. It's a problem with my protect bots that don't have many moves. But no, that's okay. Doing about the same again should be good. A little bit more. I'm going to go on the cutie flies, they don't give enough. Okay. That should be just the right amount, I reckon. So, we'll unmute. Okay, there we go. Sound should be back on. And we will finish getting ready for the fight. Hopefully that's the right amount of XP. If it's not, well, if it's the wrong amount of XP, I'm actually introducing even more fiction than I was planning to solve. So, anyway, let's hope not. So, okay, here we go. Let's grab some items. So, in this, actually don't need many. The only thing we need is we need our choice scarf again, and it's actually for Chandelure again. We do need a TM. We are going to be teaching, where is it? Icy Wind to Aggron, which I'm not sure why Aggron gets Icy Wind, but I'm glad it does, because it makes this line pretty neat. Let's just make sure I've got that on my calc. Perfect. And then I actually just need some berries. Need citrus on actually pretty much everyone. Perfect, and then what am I looking at? Okay, yeah, cool. And I need a chesto on you. Actually, I don't think I need that, but I'm just going to have it anyway. I think that's only for backup. But that's fine. And then I need some pre-damage. So first, we need to pre-burn Conqueror. No surprises there. And Torkoal, meanwhile, needs to be at 121 HP. Perfect. Okay, and with that we are ready for Reli and Ian. Yeah, let's head over to this absolute demon fight. Okay. Oh, I have not turned my repel off. Back on, sorry. Well, let's definitely switch you out. Oh, God. I'm just gonna run here, but even if I die, I'm closing this. -1 citrus. God damn it. Actually, I got a better idea. Go to you, and I'll just deal with a Mach Punch. That'll be safe. Actually, no, it's not. There we go, okay. Let's heal that. Give you back a citrus and heal those up. Turn you back on. Okay, there we go. That was annoying, but anyway, balance back on now. And we can go to our Reli and Ian fights. Okay. Okay, so that's the fight we just did. And There they are. The demons themselves. So let me double check I've got the right slots. So Torkoal should be in the baiting slot. No. Hang on, sorry. Let me double check. No, sorry. Aggron should be in the baiting slot, which is slot 2. Which is correct. So, here we go. Reli and Ian. So it's doubles in the sun, and they have an absolutely demonic team. So to open, they have Aerodactyl, which has Unnerved, so you've got no berries, and it has Dueling Beat and Rock Gem, Stone Edge, super fast, and it's got Stealth Rock as well if you don't show it kills. So then it has Chlorophyll, Sash, Victory Bell, which is super fast, it has Sleep Powder, it can just be really annoying. So yeah, Torkoal is pre-damaged to bait a kill from Gunk Shot, which means it's also baiting a kill from Stone Edge. It is going to protect. Aggron, meanwhile, is not being targeted by anything, so we'll use Heavy Slam to kill Aerodactyl. So protects, we see a Gunk Shot into the protect, and we see a Stone Edge into the protect, which means Aggron takes a free kill on turn 1. Perfect. Okay, that's very good. I did my pre-damage right because we didn't level up there. Because I didn't want to level up because we're exactly baiting Gunk Shot kill there, but I want to level up for when we take a bit of damage a little bit later. So, now, this Cinderace has Protean Bug. Because it's in the sun, it sees all its moves as being boosted by the sun, not just Pyro Ball. But importantly, it never sees a kill even with the bug into Torkoal, but it always sees a kill with the bug into Aggron. So this is going to be low sweep into Aggron, and it's still only ever going to be Gunk Shot into Torkoal. So Torkoal is going to switch out for Scissor. It obviously takes nothing, it's a steel type. And on this fighting move, Chandelure is going to swap in for free. Gunk Shot does nothing to Scizor, Libero, Fighting type, and Low Sweep does nothing into Chandelure. Perfect. So now Scizor here is baiting a Weather Ball from Victory Bell. So that's always a Fire type move. We are going to swap it out for Torkoal. So Torkoal is coming back in on a Weather Ball. Chandelure, meanwhile, with its Choice Scarf, is faster than Cinderace, so it can kill it with Overheat because it is currently a Fighting type. So Weather Ball into Torkoal. To dodge Fiction, we need this to not max roll. I don't know what that was. 29. Okay, that was a max roll into Torkoal, which means we might be in Fiction territory. But Cinderace dies, that's okay, and now Torkoal should level up, which is what I wanted. Okay, Torkoal levels up, which means with its Citrus, it now... Okay, so the reason why we're edging like that is because I wanted this to only bait a Gunk Shot again. Because it was a max roll Weather Ball, it now sees that the max roll of Weather Ball is a kill into Torkoal at 91 HP, exactly the max roll, and only the max roll. So there is Fiction that might hurt us here, but we hope not. Okay, so this should bait out Ursaluna, I I think. Yeah, Ursaluna. Again, so Ursaluna comes out. So Torkoal here, because obviously it's slower than Ursaluna, it's getting 2 fast kills. So we want it to just protect. Meanwhile, Shandy is going to switch out for Conqueror. So Torkoal protects on Gunk Shot, and it doesn't matter what moves, but importantly, all of Ursaluna's moves are single target, so there was no spread or anything. That's fine. So this is the critical turn for our Fiction. We really need this to not click Weather Ball here. So if it clicks Weather Ball, we might just be wiping. So on what should just be a Gunk Shot, we are going to switch into Aggron. Meanwhile, Conqueror is faster than Ursaluna, so we'll kill it with Superpower. We could kill it with Hammer Arm as well, but we're doing it with Superpower for a very important reason. And it clicks Gunk Shot. Okay, so we dodge the Fiction, we're fine. So Superpower comes out and kills Ursaluna before it can do anything. Great. You leveling up is fine, I believe. I don't think I'd accounted for it, but I don't think it matters. It shouldn't matter. 270, okay. No, it doesn't matter. So this bakes in Mimikyu, and because we use Superpower and we went to -1 defense, both Mimikyu and Victory Bell now see a kill into Conqueror. Mimikyu with only Play Rough, Victory Bell with either Solar Blade or Gunk Shot, either is fine. So Aggron this turn is going to click Icy Wind. Icy Wind will do 2 things. It'll break the Disguise on Mimikyu, and it'll break the Focus Sash on Victory Bell and drop its speed. So it does that. Meanwhile, Conqueror is going to switch out into Scizor, which should be able to take whatever moves it's about to have thrown at it. So Solar Blade is 4 times resisted, it does hardly anything. And Play Rough with a Fairy Gem does a decent amount, but not too much. Perfect. An Icy Wind comes out, it does both it. Here we break Sash and lower speed on Victory Bell, and we break Mimikyu's Decide. Oh, welcome in XYZ. How was rest of your stream? You're just in time to see the end of Reli and Ian. It's been a cook. We had to dodge our tiny bit of Fiction, which we did successfully, but you have unfortunately come in at a sad time, because right now we are going to use Heavy Slam to kill this Mimikyu, and we are going to be sacking Scizor to this Weather Ball. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite find a Deathless line, but this Scizor is absolute garbage and does nothing for my box, so thank you for your service. This will now be a Shadow Claw into Aggron as well. It was going to Shadow Claw into either of these 2 mons, but that does not very much, so we're fine with that, as Aggron will kill here. Perfect. Perfect. So now we are going to send out our Scarf Chandelure. So importantly, a couple of things. Scarf Chandelure is now faster than the Victory Bell because it's -1 speed, and it's also faster than Sharpedo. So what we're actually going to do here, Aggron is going to switch out into Archeops, and we are going to use Overheat to kill Sharpedo. Victory Bell can do pretty much anything here, but it's fine. It can't kill anything, and we can always kill it next turn no matter what it does. So it could put either of my 2 mons to sleep, which would be fine. It could hit either of them, but not kill either of them, which is also fine because both of my mons are still faster and one-shot it. So as long as one of them's around, it's fine. So Chandelure kills here, and Victory Bell misses a sleep powder, so even better. And now we just win. So Sash is already broken, but either Dual Wing Beat or Overheat. I think Overheat will go first with Scarf. Even at -2, that still does enough in the sun. And we beat Reli and Ian. Yeah, super clean line. Was very happy with that one. And Demon down. Which does mean, oh, we officially now have a full death box. Death number 30. But it was worth it. Oh no, sorry to hear it. Sorry to hear it. That's always a bit rough. But next run's the run. Okay, grab our items back and we will fly back for the final fight of Erratic Weather. We got one last rain fight. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I feel like, to be honest, Erratic Weather would be nicer without this fight. Having Reli and Ian as that final hurdle in Erratic Weather would be kind of nice, but oh well, we've got one fight to go, so that's okay. We can start by a 07 to Scizor. Scizor completes the first death box, which means our Cast Form and Urshifu can move over. Yeah. Fuck this stupid Cast Form, hoarding the Life Orb, not letting me have it. It's a tempter, but that would be cheating. Cheating is bad. But anyway, so let us go straight into our next fight. So let's move you out of the way. So we need Medicham first up. We need Goodra. We need Salazzle's already there. We need Chandelure. We need Torterra. And we need Ludicolo. Okay, we need a bit of leveling up to do. Medicham needs to come up to 91. Actually, that's all. Actually, before we do that, let me grab a flyer back out because we need to go. Actually, not Medi. We need to go teach a move to Medicham. We need to go here because we need to teach Medicham Thunder Punch. Perfect. So, Medicham has Thunder Punch. Perfect. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for dropping in. And now we can fly back and we can get ready. So, I will say we are going to be spending a scale for this fight. I don't think this scale is strictly necessary. I think I could have found another solution. But I was looking ahead and I'm going to be using this scale. Because what we're going to do is we are going to teach Medicham Fake Out. Fake Out is very useful on Medicham. As Mega Medicham, it does insane damage. It does like a quarter to most mons, so it's an insane amount of damage. It's great utility. We don't have Hitmonlee as our Fake Out fighting type anymore because we had to sack it. So it's a really useful niche, and looking ahead is Medicham will almost certainly be my fighting type on my Elite Four team, which will almost certainly want Fake Out for that. So I feel like I'm going to have to spend this scale at some point. So I figured it makes this line free. Why not do it now? So there we go. We scale Fake Out on Medicham. So there we go, we have Fake Out now. So, okay, now let's give out some items. So, no surprise, we need Medichamite here. And we need a Citrus Berry on you. We need a Citrus Berry on you. Then we need Miracle Seed for Ludicolo, that's still in the box. Okay, well, Miracle Seed for Ludicolo. And then finally we need, where is it? I think I must have missed it. We need, oh there we go, Spell Tag on Chandelure. And finally we need one bit of pre-status. We need Goodra to be asleep. Perfect. So, with that done, we can head over there for the last fight of Erratic Weather. Okay. Dodge out optional there. See you later, Reli and Ian. And so finally we have our last fight of Erratic Weather. Okay, Swimmer Herman. A nice rain fight. Cool. So he opens with Arachnid with sticky webs in the rain with water bubble to do insane damage. But we are just going to Mega Evolve and Fake Out. We don't need Fake Out here for the sash, we actually need it for the damage. Thunder Punch on its own does not kill this, but with the Fake Out chip, Thunder Punch does always kill. So we Fake Out for that extra bit of chip damage. And now Thunder Punch just kills. So now we're faster and show a one-shot to nearly everything. So this is just going to be... Actually, I think I misread the line. This is... Yeah, sorry. This is going to be Porygon Z. So this is Analytic Porygon Z, does pretty crazy damage, and it is the only thing on this team that's faster than us. Now, I did consider I could have scaled Medicham's speed to be faster than this, and I did consider that, but then I was looking at the Elite Four, and scaling my Medicham's speed does not let it be quicker than anything in the Elite Four, or anything even on like 1, so it was going to be a useless scale, so I just didn't. So this is either Tri-Attack or Thunder. Either way, we're going to swap into Goodra, who is tanky as all hell and doesn't take much from this Porygon, even with the analytic boost that it's about to get. Perfect. See? Okay. And now, because it doesn't do much damage, we don't show a kill to it. It sees that we're asleep and it's going to go, oh shit, I can get up a free Nasty Plot. So we are going to switch to Salazzle as it Nasty Plots. Perfect. And now, what do you think we're going to do? That's right, we are going to Encore the Nasty Plots. Perfect, now it's locked into that. Now, my understanding of the Switch AI is that it should not be able to switch here, or at only +4, because Nasty Plot right now, it starts at +6, it gets -5 for that, so it goes to 1 because we are faster and 2-shot it with Sludge Bomb, and it should get another -1 for already being +2, so it should be a score of 0 for Nasty Plot. But as far as the AI docs are concerned, it should only be able to trigger Switch AI if all of its moves are less than -5. So this should not be able to trigger Switch AI as we go back into Medicham. Please. Perfect. And now it shouldn't be able to trigger Switch AI because Medicham is faster than everything in the back and shows at least a 2-shot to everything. So it shouldn't be able to trigger Switch AI here either, even though Nasty Plot would be less than -5, and we just kill it with a close combat through its Chople Berry. It was very important that we didn't Fake Out there or anything like that because its Encore would have been about to go out and then it would have swept my entire team. But we kill it, perfect. So now it'll go into the only Mon that we don't one-shot, which is going to be Metagross. Perfect. Metagross is going to be going for Meteor Mash, so we are going to switch into Chandelure. We always live this Meteor Mash. Perfect. And with our Spell Tag, Shadow Ball, we are faster and our Shadow Ball just kills it. So this is now going to be baiting Electros as the first slow kill. Oh, we're faster than everything, so it's going to be Electros for the first slow kill. And actually we can skip a step here, because if that had been a high roll or a crit, Meteor Mash. We could have baited Thunder here, but Thunder max roll is 162 because we're at 163. This is only Aqua Tail, so we can actually skip a step. We had Torterra here as a pivot that would have confirmed an Aqua Tail or a Super Fang, but because this is just Aqua Tail, we can skip that step and go straight back into Medicham, because this is only ever Aqua Tail. So we take that. Perfect. And then Close Combat is a one-shot. And now we get a little chain action because Scrafty is about to come out. This is Moxie, not Intimidate, and even if it was Intimidate, it's still one-shot it. We are faster until Close Combat. It doesn't have a priority move, doesn't have a sash, it's a Life Orb. And finally, it will be Jellicent coming out last. Lovely. Because we do show a kill with high roll Thunder Punch to Jellicent, but it is a range, so we are going to be switching out into Ludicolo. Ludicolo does not take much from Water Spout, takes even less from Scald. And we can simply just use Giga Drain and kill it. And that is the final fight of Erratic Weather. This is a roll to two-shot, pretty favourable one, but either way, we're fine. If we had too many special defense drops from Shadow Balls, we could have pivoted through Torterra to reset them as well, but we're fine. One special defense drop is more than safe, and we killed anyway. And there we go, Erratic Weather is done. Which means we can head over. Make sure we dodge these optionals. And we are at Pacific-Log. Perfect. Which means it's time to get a few encounters. So we've got just 2 regular encounters we can get, and then we will be getting our first Roma. Once we've done our story stuff, of course. So, Pacific-Log, and so Sky Pillar and Pacific-Log are the 2 encounters that we can get. Okay, so okay, cool. So let us get a little catching squad. Oh, let me grab items first. Okay, cool. So little catching squad. I want you, but you. I think you're pretty good. You're good, and not you. I don't know, like probably not you, I guess. Not that we're magnet pulling, but there we go. That should be a pretty good catching squad. So our first one that we want to get is we are going to get Pacific-Log. So there's a couple options here. So if we fish, we can get Reuniclus, which isn't great. I mean, I suppose I am kind of missing a psychic type, so it probably wouldn't be bad. We get Reuniclus, Shuppet, the Nets, Reuniclus again, or Frostlass, which is eh. Or what we're actually going to do is we're just going to surf for a guaranteed Shuppet, because everything else is dupes. Oh, gee, thanks. I would have really loved to Dragon Bolt about right now, but that would be a dupe. I'm going to grab a Shuppet. The good thing about getting a Shuppet this way is we're decently likely to get it at a low level as well, which means hopefully we can get a better moveset without having to spend scales, because it is a potentially valuable one. I think it can actually do some pretty cool stuff on Elite 4, but anyway, we'll see. So a nice low-level Shuppet, please, would be quite nice. You know, or just more Drag Bolts. Really? Yeah, come on. There we go. Shuppet. Nice low level 2. Yeah, cool. We'll toss a nice little quick ball, which gets us our Shuppet. Okay, now we need to find a nickname for this. What do we got? Anything good? How about we go with Sumptus? There we go. Perfect. Which now means we're going to head to Spear Pillar. Sorry, Spear Pillar, Sky Pillar. And we're going to do the story and get our encounter there. Very cool. So with us getting Shuppet there, we actually have only one valid encounter in all of Sky Pillar, and that is Zoroark Hisui. Well, Zoroark/Zoroark Hisui. Oh, wait. I don't need the Mach Bike to this for this, I don't think, do I? So, we can turn our repel off. Gee, lovely, more Dragon Bolts. I'm going to put some speed up on for this. Let's lead with something a little bit quicker, I think. Let's lead with Archeops. Even though I probably won't be able to throw a quick ball in, that's fine. There's a Bennett. That's... And you're now freshly duped out. An arrow. These are a lot of encounters that I would really love to get, but they are all dupes, unfortunately. Come on, give me a nice little low-level Zorua, huh? Come on. And we are taking our time. Zorua does not want to appear. I mean, to be fair, it is only a 5%, so that's fair enough. There we go. Nice low level 2, which is also great. Once again, good chance of being out of getting the moves we want. Oh. Okay. Now just get the ball. Come on, just get in the ball already. Jeez, this Zorua really doesn't want to get in the ball. Oh yes, let's give it an ominous wind Omni Boost. Of course. Come on. Jeez. Oh my god. This thing really does not want to get in the bowl. Let's switch to some timer balls, eh? Come on. What is this thing's catch rate? Oh, there we go. Finally. Okay. Give it a nickname. There's no Z's in Latin, but I found this. We'll call it Ludo. Ludo. Okay, cool. Now we can go up. Which, yeah, okay, good. I don't need the MacBook for this, which is great. Or do I? Oh god. No. That's fine. Okay, good. And now we can trigger the story events. We can trigger the cinema. And go get ourselves a Roma. Okay, fly back to Sutropolis. Okay, update my title. Let me grab Okay, perfect. Oh, good. It is actually. I thought it had frozen for a second there. Okay, perfect. And that, we get ourselves the Devon radar. Perfect. Which means it is time to go get that. No, listen. It is time to go get our first Roma. Let me just go back. I wanna. Not that it matters, but I'm going to slightly change up my team. I'm going to get the goats of the run all together. Who's that? E. Yeah, there we go. grab our team. We'll leave with Torterra. Our first Pokemon can be there to greet our legendary. So, let's talk a bit about our roamers. So, I have 2 roamers duped from my winning run. That is Thundurus and Enamorus. So, definitely 2 of the best roamers, which is a little unfortunate. I would have loved Enamorus, but I don't have a fairy type at the moment, and Thundurus is just really, really good, so I would have really loved him too, but that's just how it goes. Which means what we're really shooting from is, well, so we currently have 7 routes that I haven't got an encounter on yet that I can get my roamer on. Technically 8 with 123, but I kind of want to go for like an Absol there, or something like that. So 7 routes. 3 of them are actually completely dead. 3 of them have no valid encounters right now. So we're just going to start with that. And the first one of those is 126 here. So we're just going to mute up and turn on speed up because this is going to take a while. So let's go up in the corner, out of the way. And we can find ourselves a roamer. So I think my strategy with this to start with is, well, I do really want this first one to be Latios. If it's not, I think I haven't fully decided. I think it depends on what it is. I think if it's, yeah, I haven't fully decided. Oh, it's responding. Okay. Here we go. Please just be Latios. Make this super easy. Come on. Okay, it's Enamorus. It's a dupe. You know what? I'm going to throw a quick ball anyway. Obviously, it wouldn't be valid if it does get caught, but I think it would be really, really funny if I could catch a extra roamer that I can't use. Obviously, this won't be an encounter if it does catch it. Oh, God, I thought it was actually going to catch it for a second. So now, let's turn speed up back on and do this again. Actually, what I'm going to do is just save and reset because that shuffles the routes. And that's also how I'm going to do my Okay, there we go. Nice and quick here. What's it going to be this time? Okay, come on, be a Latios. And then it's Thundurus. It's the other dupe. I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to throw a quick ball for the fun of it. Because why not? Yeah, of course. Okay. Oh, that was quick. Come on, come on. Tornadoes. I think I definitely just don't. Yeah, I don't really want a Tornadoes. Tornadoes is bad. If this had been Cresselia or Bloody Ass, I definitely would have thought about it. But no, I'm just gonna. Yeah. Okay, 07, first route. Torn. So, first route is done. So 126 is gone. So our next dead route is going to be 131. And then, to be honest, I'm actually kind of thinking with this one, I will just take whatever I get. Because I think I really want to force Latios for Elite Four. Since I had 3 dead routes, I was happy just sort of missing whatever my first one was if it wasn't that. But I think now the plan has to be... This is 131, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So there's no dive spots here, so I'm just going to go up and we're going to just save and reset. That's just going to be the quickest way. Oops. Okay, there we go. That didn't take too long. And I think I'll just catch whatever this is. It's a Thunderous. No, I won't. Again, I'm going to be funny and I'm going to throw a quick ball, but yeah, so I think I'm going to catch whatever this Roamer is here, even if it's Tornadoes, and just take it out of the pool, which means for my second Roamer, I can really, really force Latios, which might be a mistake. Maybe I should be trying to force it now, but I think that's just better odds overall. Okay, meet up again, speed up. And the other really good thing about doing it this way is it makes sure that I'm always shuffling the Roamers, so I'm not just going to get the same one over and over. It's actually reasonably quick. Oh, there we go. We're responding. Let's see what it is. Please just make my life really good and be a Latios. Come on, come on. Here we go, here we go. What do we got? It's Thunderous again. The game really wants me to have Thunderous. I'm gonna keep throwing quick balls at them just because it would be really funny if I do catch one. But okay. Let's Oh, I don't want to rewind. I wanted to speed up. Come on. No. Finding aroma is such a painful part of this game. It would have been really nice if you could have just used the radar and it would have just given you one of them at random rather than this whatever weird ass this thing this is. Okay, there we go. Come on. What are you gonna be? Sorry. Come on, come on. Fiel adios. Fiel adios. Fiel adios. It's another Thunderous. What's going on? God, I would have been so happy if these could have just been my roamers. Okay, come on. And another one. Oops, sorry, I forgot to turn speed off before unmuting. Okay, here we go. Please be... Just don't be Thunderous. Oh my god. This is actually ridiculous. Because this shouldn't be... Saving and resetting like this should be shuffling them each time. If this is Thunderous again, I'm gonna... Maybe this isn't resetting them. Let's just fly back and just see if... Come on. No, that was responding and I just reset. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Oh my god. God, rumors are painful. Okay, come on. Come on. Let it be something at least. What the hell? Why is this only thunderous? Is there something weird with how roamers spawn when they're resetting, that it's always spawning thunderous here? If it is, that's so weird. I don't get. That's odd. It shouldn't be working like that. You know what? I'm just gonna go back and forth. Let's just do this. Although, I should reset now that it's not there. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this is certainly not fun. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's a Cresselia. Honestly, this is kind of fine. Cresselia is actually kind of pretty good for my box. I don't have any psychic type, like bulky psychic types. So honestly, I'm fine with Cresselia. It's probably the second best roamer in my pool. I think it's definitely better than Tornadus. It's probably better than Landorus. It's probably better than Laddie Ass. So, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Here we go, let's go with Cresco. Okay, which means let's go do an IV check. With our 3 new encounters, let's see what they're like. Okay, starting with Shuffle. Docile, neutral nature, that's fine. And IVs are, you know what, that's fine, solid enough. Insomnia, are you always Insomnia? Yes, you're always Insomnia, so no there. You're always Illusion. Calm is, I mean, that's fine. IVs are, hey, you know what, that's good. Special attack and speed, that's all you want, so honestly, that's fine. And then Cresselia is brave. Okay, that's... I mean, not the best nature. I mean, it's fine. And IVs are... That's good. Actually, Brave's completely fine, I think. Anyway, that's a good nature. Oh, not necessarily, sorry, not a good nature. It's a fine nature and good IVs. So, you know what? I'm happy with that. But that will do for today. So, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in. That'll do for today. I'll start planning up some of one's gym for next time. So thanks guys, and catch you next time.